In this lesson, you'll learn how to configure Breakdance's key settings, from performance optimization to user access. These adjustments are tailored to meet the unique needs of authors, ensuring your website is streamlined, secure, and ready to promote your books and brand. To access the settings on Breakdance, go to the WordPress admin sidebar and click on Breakdance, then Settings. At the top of the list is License. We already covered how to apply the Breakdance license in the previous lesson, so I'll move on. I don't recommend using beta updates on production sites. Stick with stable releases. I'm going to be honest. I don't know why Global Styles is in the Settings section. Global Styles are where we configure the branding and overall look of the site. We cover Global Styles in a dedicated module later in the course. You don't need a separate WordPress theme with Breakdance. Breakdance is the theme. It is possible to use Breakdance with other themes, but I encourage you to keep your life simple and disable other themes. Breakdance can also control the styles on WooCommerce. Although we are not using WooCommerce in this course, I'll leave this at the default of enabled, as it doesn't affect performance. Next, it's user access. If you're a single author and solo admin of this website, the Breakdance access settings are easy. Leave them as they are. The default settings only give Breakdance access to admins, and that's the way it should be. There are too many different scenarios to cover, but if you're getting pushback from a freelancer or agency about admin access to your website, come into the Writers Building Websites Facebook group and ask for guidance. Maintenance mode is another built-in feature that saves having to install a plugin. Maintenance mode is a way to hide your website from the public while you build away in the background or carry out essential maintenance. When in use, logged-in users like us can still see the website to work on it. Breakdance has a built-in performance feature. WordPress comes with a lot of abilities, but you don't need all of them for your author website. Breakdance performance settings enables us to switch off what we don't need without using code or installing another plugin. Let's walk through the settings. First, it's remove Gutenberg blocks CSS. Tick this as we are building the entire site using Breakdance. XML RPC pingbacks. A pingback is a method for web authors to request notification when somebody links to one of their documents. It's become a major source of spam, so I'll tick to remove. WP emoji. Modern browsers can render emojis on their own and don't need extra code from our website to understand them. I'll tick to disable this. Dash icons. If you look on the navigation bar of the main dashboard, you'll see icons beside each item. Those are dash icons. By default, these load for every visitor, even if they are not logged in. I'll tick to stop that happening. OE embed. I am not using any embedded items in this website, so I can tick this. You may have some cool book trailer videos, an external sign-up form, or a survey you want to embed in your site. If that's the case, leave this unticked. If you're not sure if you're going to embed items or not, just leave it unticked. RSD links. Really simple discovery feature. Unless you are using a dedicated desktop service to publish your posts instead of through your browser, tick to disable this. WLW link. Tick this. Windows Live Writer is no longer supported and shouldn't be on your website. REST API. Tick to disable this. The REST API service still functions, it's just not advertised in the header of the website to make it less obvious to potential attackers. WP generator. Tick to disable. This stops your website telling the rest of the world which version of WordPress you are running. That's one less piece of info for hackers. Remove short link. We don't need WordPress to insert a tag into the head if the current page has a short link. Tick to disable. Relational links. If you are going to blog as part of an ongoing content marketing/SEO strategy, then leave this blank. Otherwise, tick to disable. RSS feed. This option removes the RSS feed information from the head of your website. It does not disable the RSS feeds. Tick to disable. Save changes. Next, we have the API section. Breakdance has built-in API connectors for email marketing services, including MailChimp, ConvertKit, MailerLite, and more. I'll show you how to connect to an email marketing service in a later lesson. We can tell Breakdance what post types we want to use it for. For this course, we only need to edit pages with Breakdance. Save changes. Leave everything under the Advanced tab at default, except for limiting revisions, which I enable and set to 3. Because I'm using an established build process, I limit the amount of revision to save web host resources. Click Save. Unless you have decided not to use any tracking cookies on your site, including Google Analytics or Metapixels, leave privacy at the default of unticked. If you decide to allow Breakdance to collect usage data, I'd advise reading their policy and updating the privacy page of your author website. The Design Set feature is used when you want to use the site you build to create a template for others. That's outside the scope of this course. Leave all options as the default of unticked. Services, including Google's Tag Manager, can be added to a Breakdance website by adding custom code to the header or footer. We don't have any custom code to add at this time, so I'll leave this blank. We don't need to use any of items in the Tools tab for this course. In this lesson, we explored how to optimize Breakdance page builder settings for a single author website. You've learned how to adjust performance features, manage user access, and disable unnecessary WordPress functions to improve speed and security. These configurations ensure your site operates efficiently and provides a professional experience for your audience. In the next lesson, we're going to create an example privacy policy for authors.